broken record, but the truth is the truth. If
Yes,
you,
sir.
if I,
Up and down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop. I won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benzo. I'm so fancy. No romancing.
What up, what up, what up, YouTube? What's poppin'? What's cracking? It's your boy Easy from Ring Talk, brought to you by Underdog Sports TV. What's cracking, everybody? It's a Monday. Happy Monday. Hey, it's Ring Talk. Let's get it in. First and foremost, I want to start with both my hosts. I got JP in the building. Then I got Duty Love in the building. What's going on, fellas? What's popping? What's cracking? JP, what's good?
what's up? What up? What up, man? What's going on?
Ain't shit. It's a Monday. You know, we're going to do a little recap of what's going on in the boxing community. We had some fights over the weekend, and we're going to get into it. But first and most, how was your weekend? How was, your fight weekend? How was it?
Well, first and most, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus. You already know we gotta always big up the Almighty. Everything was good. I saw both fights this weekend, Berlanga, and I saw the fight with Carlos Adames versus Julian Williams.
Julius.
Julius
I forgot his name.
Williams.
J Rock.
J Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I saw both of them. They were pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. I was kind of more surprised with Berlanga, but we get the popping later. Yeah, but overall it was a great weekend. I still home watching the fights and just what I'm saying, getting all the knowledge I can to try to bring it over here to the show. You know what I'm saying? Bring it over here and spit it out there. And let the youngins hear what we say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For myself, man, wifey went away for the weekend. She went with my son to Seaside Heights. They spent the weekend out there. Damn, why am I?
Nice.
Hold on a second, fellas, because I'm echoing. Hold on. Yeah, she went to Seaside Heights for the weekend. I still home. My daughter was home. I didn't want to leave her by herself, so I stood at the crib. She had to work, and basically I had the house to myself, and nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. Doing a little bit of house projects here and there. And then what else I did? What I did? I watched the fight. That's about it.
Yeah.
Tutti Love, what's up?
Hey, shit, you already know. Just came back from vacation.
Yes, sir.
Good vacation.
That's what's
You
up.
had a good time over there?
Where did you go? Let's let the fans know where you went.
DR, Dominican Republic, y'all.
All right. Dímelo, que lo que. Yeah, man. DR is nice, man.
You ain't good? You drank good?
Not a surprise.
That's what's
That's
up.
good, man. That's good.
But first and foremost, I want to get through some. I'm gonna call this the UDS boxing news. What's going on in the community before we get into the show? I just want to lay out some things that's going on behind the scenes. We have Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. They're looking to set up a date to meet in the square circle. That's as we speak. They're working on a contract right now. What else? Ryan Garcia is looking to get out of Golden Boy Promotions. He's looking to get out of that, that whole contract that he's got with Oscar De La Hoya. They got judges involved. De La Hoya is suing Ryan Garcia, I guess, to finish out his contract. And I guess Ryan doesn't want to do that. He wants to get out. And they got a judge that is looking to grant Ryan's release from Golden Boy. So let's see what happens with that. And hopefully, Ryan, could go on his own and just start signing contracts, with some of these big promoters like PBC and the Zone, and you know what I'm saying, and see what happens from that. That'd be great. You know what I mean?
That'd be awesome, especially for PBC. Everybody was saying they were broke and this, that, and the third, but they snatched up Terrence Crawford, and now they got Canelo. So bringing Ryan Garcia to the party is gonna be big for PBC, baby.
Yeah, that'd be
Boxing
great.
is doing big things.
and also Eddie Hearn is looking to match up Berlanga with Triple G after Berlanga's unanimous win over Quigley this past weekend. And I think Triple G will be a good matchup for Berlanga. I think that'll be a better matchup than Munguia, because if he goes in with Munguia is younger, and I think Munguia is gonna kill. He's gonna take out Berlanga. I just what I think. Berlanga doesn't throw too many jabs. Well, we're gonna get into that. As far as you guys thinking Triple G over Munguia, what do you guys think of that? Before we get into the show,
Triple G. I want to say, man. I listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This weekend, we can't really talk much until you open up that segment. But I kind of was surprised a little bit with Edgar. I'm not gonna lie. He looked better than the last two other fights he had, three. But Jason Quigley's not a bum, bro. Jason Quigley's a pretty good fighter, and he did pretty good with him. So, but he's too old. Come on, bro. Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah.
Triple G didn't look good when he fought Canelo, and we know why. Again, he's not fighting a bum. Triple G wasn't fighting a bum. He was fighting Canelo at 168. So, I don't know. This kind of awkward for me to pick. At this point, it's a toss it up fight. But if it would have been like 5 years ago, I'd definitely pick Triple G all day.
Okay. Your thoughts on that, Tuti?
Berlanga, he's just not that guy. All that first round shit he was doing.
Hold up.
You don't got the power. You don't think he got power?
He's got the power. He's got the power. He just don't throw enough jab. He don't use the jab. He doesn't use the jab.
Yeah, but we could tweak that in the gym. He's young.
No problem though, but you cannot be calling big names. You're not even properly ready yet to have a big fight.
I totally agree.
That dude he fought is not a bum, but he should have got him out of there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And and then the way his body looked in the fight, his body's not tight. It was a little slap.
I agree. He got to go to the. You know what I'm saying? I agree. He got to go to the shop and work on his tools. I'm not gonna lie. I think.
Your body is your temple.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I agree. I agree with you in there. I think he do gotta go work this shit out more. And I think he needs a trainer to help his trainer in the corner. You feel me? That's what I do. I do think that. But I think the kid, I really thought he was not gonna beat Quigley. I even said it in the last segment. I thought I was gonna be an upset. And I was wrong. And he looked at it all right. I still thought that he got hit too much, and at the same time, Quigley, like I said, I knew he was gonna put up a good fight because he is a good fighter. But he did all right, he did all right. I'll give him his little props, Edgar. He's just not that guy. He's not that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I like Berlanga. I just feel, and I'm not the only one that said it. There's a couple of other analysts are saying that, it looks like he wants to be more of a celebrity than a boxer. Too much being on the TV and the limelight. He's like he wants that limelight, and his performances is not matching up to that. There's a lot of people saying it's not matching up to to that lifestyle that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like he can have it, but he just got to tune himself up as far as working on some basics in the gym and get back into that square circle and make a statement. I think that the first round knockouts, that phase is already gone. I think it's time to be a little bit more of a solid boxer / slugger, because he is a slugger. You know what I'm saying? And I think he just have to, fix those little things and start working on, working your jab and a little bit of defense. He got caught by Quigley. I don't know if it was in the 8th round. He put Quigley down like four times, but Quigley caught him with a left hook and he stunned him.
The building
he stunned him. Yeah. So, Berlanga, we want you, we want you to win, but we want you to be that guy. But right now, let's not be
what
calling.
You mean. You want to see him a lot more impressive.
Yeah, a little bit more impressive in the ring, and let's not be calling out these big names just yet.
Not yet.
Let's chill. Let's pump the brakes, and let's take on a Triple G. That's a good matchup for you.
That's a good matchup for him right now.
Yeah, don't forget about Munguia, because Munguia,
he's gonna come later in the round and he's gonna stop him. I guarantee you that.
After I saw that fight with what's his name, Chinko, whatever his name is.
Devrichenko.
I don't think Munguia. To me, I don't think Berlanga will withstand that type of fight. You know what I'm saying? So
that's an intensive fight right there.
Let's give Triple G a shot. I will. I'll vouch for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, I think Triple G is a dinosaur right now, and he ready to go. Like he's ready to. That's it. I mean, he's done. I don't think he got nothing left, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Edgar Berlanga is probably the best fight for him right now with Triple G.
Right.
And let's see what happens afterwards.
That's it. So congratulations to Berlanga. He goes 21-0. 21-0 with a unanimous decision over Quigley. And best of luck, buddy. Let's get some of that basics back in the gym. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we got. It looks promising. They talking about September, October. David Benavidez and David Morrell. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Give me Tutti. Go ahead. I'll let you go at it.
I heard David Morrell only got like 9 fights.
Eight fights. Eight.
He's 5-0.
8 fights. 8 fights.
8 fights? 8 fights?
8 fights. Yeah,
you could be right. 8.
Believe me.
Is it too soon? Is it too soon?
Too soon.
I think so. I think it's too soon. They gotta. Let me tell you something. Well, keep talking because I got a lot to say about that fight.
Go ahead, because I know this is your guy. So I thought he was going to.
No, they both my guys. I like both.
Yeah, I like David Morrell. And I like Benavidez. But this fight, I'll stay neutral. I'm not gonna. I don't know who to pick.
Is that Benavidez? Benavidez not a bum. Everybody know he throw punches. He's a good fighter. This kid, he's coming up. There's not a lot of Lomachenkos. There's only one Lomachenko that could do that. You know what I'm saying? And this kid's in a heavier weight class. You gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. You know what I'm saying? Just get a few more fights, good more fights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you could fight Benavidez, but not now. Don't do it now.
They're really talking about this fight. It looks like it's gonna happen. It looks promising. I was looking at some of the news and interviews. They were saying that.
And if I was Benavidez, I want to take the fight because they're gonna.
But if he doesn't fight, let's say he doesn't take on. If he don't take, because that Canelo, we know. Well, we'll get into the Canelo thing, but if he's not fighting Canelo, who else is there for Benavidez? That's competitive. That's competitive.
There's a lot of good fighters out there for Benavidez.
Who?
Absolutely.
Take it away, Jay. Take it away.
All right, so David Morrell versus David Benavidez. The name for the David. Let's see who's David. Remember if you guys know about the Bible, David and Goliath.
Yeah.
Let's see who the real David is. Now, let me say this. I've been following David Benavidez since he was the chubby kid in the gym. Since he was sparring the likes of Kelly Pavlik and all these guys when he was just a kid, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If there's a fight out there that worries me, is David Morrell. That kid right there is different. And even though he is, a young kid, he only has 8 fights as a professional. His amateur background is pretty good. And to be honest with you, there's only one fighter that probably could keep up that pace of throwing punches and bunches like David. Like David Benavidez and it's David Morrell. And I'm telling you, that's gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a biased person. I always try not to. But again, in this fight, if I was David Benavidez, this probably be the best opportunity to get a green David Morrell. Because when that kid has 3 or 4 more fights, right now, he's not fully developed. But in 3 or 4 more fights, he start getting confident, and he start, getting that real man strength. Man, listen, it's gonna be interesting. I think if I was David Benavidez and David Morrell won it right now, give it to him right now, because right now it'll be an easier fight than 3 years from now, 3 or 4 years from now. But that being said, I love both guys. They both guys I follow. I love both of them. It's, to be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. This fight is a very interesting fight. I probably could give, I hate to say, I'll probably give an edge to Benavidez. Just a little.
He's 9-0. 9-0.
8 or 9-0. So yeah, 8 or 9-0. Yeah, something like that.
Just to break it down a little bit more, as far as like the stature of their bodies, Benavidez is actually half. How can I say this? Morrell's was 6'1", and Benavidez is 6.5. In height. So he's got that half of a height taller than Benavidez. And also,
I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't listen too much to that.
I'm breaking it down.
David Benavidez is a lot taller than what they put it on paper. And if you don't believe me, just look at the pictures when he's standing next to Bivol. He towers, not towers, but he's a lot taller than Bivol. And they put Bivol at 6'1" or 6 feet. So I don't really believe that. I think from me when I seen Benavidez, how tall you are?
Me? They say I'm 5'9", and then 5'10" or 5'11", and then some people say that I'm 6. And the doctors, when I go to get like weight and height and all that.
Yes. You seen how tall he was when he was standing next to you?
Yeah.
He's not 6 feet. He's like 6'1", 6'2". So we threw pictures. Bro, I'm 5'7" on my best day, right? And look how tall he was when I took the picture with him.
Yeah, he was. He was tall.
He's a tall dude. But anyway, yeah, go right ahead with what you were saying.
They were saying his reach, as far as reach now, Benavidez's reach is 74.5, and Morrell's 78.5. And they only a year difference. Morrell's a year younger than Benavidez.
Yep.
So that's crazy right there.
I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you right now.
He's got 4 inches over Benavidez in reach, bro.
I'm telling you right now. I told y'all this I got receipts on this. I told y'all there's a kid by the name of Dave Morrell.
Yeah,
he's the. I was trying to, because I catch these guys when they started, and you that's when you see when they develop, you be like, wow, it's amazing. How they become that fighter, but you see that spark early on, and I did see that spark early on David Morrell. I've seen all his fights, even including that 9-0 one. That one was that was probably knockout of the year. The one the last fight he had was probably knockout of the year, bro. That was a bad knockout. But again, David Morrell is the guy, believe me, to give anybody at that weight, anybody, not just David Benavidez, but anybody a fight. That kid can fight. He got heart. I seen him go to wars. I seen him taking big punches, and the kid goes. He goes. He's not. I would love to see him before he get in there with Benavidez, and maybe taking on a guy like a John Ryder, or maybe like Caleb Plant. See where he's at, just so he could test the waters and see where he's at. But I'm telling you right now, I think either of those guys, you'll probably stop in the 8th or 9th round. I'm telling you, that's how good this kid is. He's really good. And his styles, the styles that make the fights. And that's why I pick David Morrell to do that. But you know, with Benavidez, he's gonna have a little bit of a hard time because Benavidez is gonna be on top of him. You understand? And Benavidez throw punches. And what I've seen about David Morrell is that he knows how to move you around.
He can fight going backwards too.
Yeah, he can fight inside and he can move you around and let his hands go. I mean, yo, that's gonna be a good fight, bro. That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Going back to you were saying, Jay, you were saying that you've been watching these guys from when they started like in amateurs and all that. But there's two boxes I would like to talk about, not now, but we're gonna talk about it towards the end of the show. And I want your thoughts on these two fighters because they're talking a lot of smack to each other. But going back to David Benavidez and Morrell, let's talk about not knockouts, but who, in the fight, if they do fight, what do you see? Who wins? Knockout? Stoppage? What do we see in that fight, Tuti?
If the fight is later on, I don't know. What's it?
The tough one.
That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight.
Yeah.
I can't really say, to be honest. Right now, I can't say. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point right now, I will see David Benavidez having a hard time the first 2-3 rounds, but then I see him, implying this little bit of experience that he has, being that he's a two-time champion already, and fighting the likes of David Anthony Durrell, and fighting guys like even
Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant. I see him at this point. I could probably give him an edge, but I'm telling you right now, this fight, if they let this kid develop in 3 or 4 years, just remember, I told you right now. Listen, we're in 2023, July 20. June? We're in June. What? June 27th?
26.
We're in the 26th.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at June 26, 2023. I'm telling you, you let this kid develop in 2-3 years, we possibly talking of maybe one of the best fighters pound for pound in the world. Durrell got the tools for that. Believe me, he got the skills. He can box. This kid can punch. Bro, he can punch. He's awkward as F. And the thing is that he's full of energy in there.
Yeah.
Full of energy. He don't get tired. That's another Benavidez. But I'm gonna be honest, it's on crack. Like this kid is it's gonna be a good thing to see him 2-3 years from now. He's only like 23 years old.
Oh yeah.
My God, look,
could be my son.
I don't even know. Like, when have we seen kids like this at 20, 23 doing the things that he's been doing, and Benavidez as well? Like, these guys are like they're full of energy, and just they let their hands go. Right now, I'll pick David in a real close fight. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this: David by knockout, and if it goes 12 rounds, I'm gonna pick Morrell.
All right, cool.
That's how I see the fight.
All right. Now, let's get into the sauce. There's been a lot of greasy talk today in the chat room. We're gonna get into it. We had JP ready to rip out the steering wheel. JP and Tuti were going at it today, and it has to do with this man right here.
Man, that's the man. Yeah, whatever you want, man, that's the man.
Canelo signs a 3-fight deal with PBC. Does he shut up?
But make it correct though. Who's in PBC though?
Hold up. Can I get to that? Give me a minute. Canelo signs a 3-fight deal with PBC, does he shut up his critics?
Yes.
All right, Tuti, take it away because I already see where it's going.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let me explain something to y'all. All right, I told y'all since the beginning of this year, I said he's going to fight Benavidez. Oh, he offered 45 billion. Oh, he offered 50 billion. He denied it. Okay, now he went to the same promotion your man is at and got a 3-deal fight. He just didn't want that one deal, that 50 million, because his manager say so. So his manager want to go to WBC and make a show. Oh, is he the mandatory? Oh, is he this? Shut up. I'm gonna go to where your man is at, who the people that make his fights, and I'm gonna sign a 3-fight deal with y'all. But let me tell you something. If you think that he gonna go to PBC not knowing that he got to fight Benavidez, y'all booking. They're not going to give him that money.
But that's the thing, though, Tuti. That 3-fight deal, we don't know if Benavidez is in that 3-fight deal. Out of the three, we know one, which is Charlo.
All right. But I sent you the thing on boxing thing. They already showed the people he's going to fight.
Is it concrete? Is it confirmed?
That dude with the same dude.
Showbiz?
Yeah, he put it up already.
That he's gonna fight Benavidez. I know you're talking about that. They had the check mark. They had the check mark.
Yes, it's Charlo.
Yeah, but
Benavidez, Bube Andrade, and a possibility with Errol Spence for his last fight. If he do the next fight, one more fight with PBC.
That's it. You done? Because you know who's coming.
Hell no. No, I ain't done.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? This don't matter. This is the problem with people. They jump on the bandwagon too fast. He's ducking him. He's scared of him. Oh, they offer him this. Nigga, you can offer whatever you want. He's the nigga that won 168. And he won't do what he want at 168. So now, if he don't want to take 50 million and he want to make a bigger deal for himself, you cannot blame somebody for trying to make more money for himself.
What was that deal? What was the deal again? 3-fight deal for how much?
I think it was over 107 million.
Wow. Okay.
All right? Come on. Who ain't going to do that? And he's still going to fight the nigga that everybody wants to fight. So what else you want? All right, he's not fighting him first. Okay. He fighting Charlo. But he's still going to fight him. So what else you want? To be honest with you, the way he's ending his career, leaving the sport, is better than Mayweather. And I put that on anything. Who Mayweather fought for his last leaving out?
Berto.
No, McGregor.
Oh, McGregor. Yeah, from McGregor.
Was it Ortiz or?
But was that a real fight though between him and McGregor, or was that
They put it at 50-0. He was 49-0.
All right, so McGregor.
They put it
Okay.
50-0.
Technically McGregor, but we all know he's.
That's an MMA fighter? Are you serious? A nigga that fight in the cage? Y'all gonna give him a 50-0? No problem. This man is at the end of his career already.
Yeah, he's going down.
Charlo could be coming up for 160, but Charlo ain't no bump. Regardless, he had 2 years off. I understand that. But Charlo ain't no bump. Bubu Andrade is not a bump. Benavidez is not a bump. Errol Spence is not a bump. Even though Errol Spence will come for 154 to fight Canelo, and Canelo will already be at the end. So but over the 3-fight deal that he got, he not fighting bumps, and that's the way he gonna end his career.
That'll be dope.
So you know what I'm saying? Like how can you talk shit about this nigga? You can't. He went on 154, destroyed 154. He went on 160, then we have to do 160. 168, people got problems with 168 because the people that he fought 168. All right, no problem. But he still fought, though. All right? Then the rumor is that Benavidez offered him the fight when he went up to 168, and he didn't want the fight, but as soon as Benavidez got tested for cocaine, he went and took the belt, right? He fought for the belt, right?
Oh,
you can't listen.
That was a subliminal right there. That was a subliminal, but go ahead.
All right,
go ahead.
But then he went. He took the belt for somebody, Kevin Smith. All right, people didn't agree but then he took all the rest of the belts. So how can you complain about somebody? That's not his fault that the people he fought for the belts are not as good as Benavidez. That's not his fault. They professional boxers. He fought them. He got the belt. Now, sad to say, now boxing these days, they spoil you the fighters. That's not on me. That's just boxing. Because when and ever in your life you saw that people get mailed a belt. They mailed a WBC belt to their agent. When you ever seen that? The nigga didn't even fight for the belt. But then he defended. You know why you defended? But you didn't fight for the belt. You understand? This man fought for the WBC belt. Even though it was Canelo Smith, but he still fought for the WBC belt, and he took every other belt that was there.
Jay gonna
So
get
he
you,
is
boy.
the man 168. You know what I'm saying? Then, when they fucked with him with Triple G, he don't want to fight Triple G. After the man put Amir Khan in second life, he called out Triple G to come out. I'm going to fight you next. The man fought Triple G 3 times. Nobody said nothing about that. Now, the same to Benavidez. He's scared of Benavidez. All right, now I'm going to go to where you, the niggas that promote your fight. And I'm going to get a 3-fight deal. More money than you ever see in your life, little nigga. I'm going to get that because I'm Canelo. And that's it. You can't hate on that. You can't hate on that. I'm done.
You done? Here we go.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jay. Get him.
All right, so I understand all the accolades you talked about Canelo. At the lower weight classes, I give it to him. At 154, he did his thing. Even at 160, I think 160, that's when he really looked good. At 160 to me, because he showed that he could box in the first Triple G fight, and in the second one, they were saying, oh, he boxed too much in the first one, so he said, okay, in the second one, then I'm going to go rip his head off now. He came and he did what he's supposed to do. So I like the Canelo at 160. I thought he did a great job. Now, my problem is this. At 168, my biggest problem with Canelo, actually, I was a fan of Canelo before he did this move that I didn't like. And what I didn't like about Canelo was when he wanted to move up to 168, they asked him, are you looking to move up and beat the champion at the WBC champion? Oh, we're not interested in the WBC. That's what he said. We're not interested in that belt. As soon as Benavidez said, listen, I will give you a title shot. Come up and we can fight. He said, no, I'm not interested in it. But as soon as I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. No, go ahead. Put it up. Go ahead.
All right. You see how it's a problem with Charlo going up to fight Canelo, right? He's 160 and Canelo 168, right? But it's not a problem. Benavidez 168 and Canelo come from 160 to fight him at 168. How's that fair?
I got the answer. This is the answer.
How's that fair?
But this is the answer, right? Listen, if you really think that Charlo's gonna stay at 168, you bugging. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: just the other day, and I know everybody saw this. Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, Boo Boo Andrade, they had a talk, and they went face to face on a FaceTime, and they were talking about fighting each other. And Charlo clearly said that he does not fight at 168. Okay, that's what he clearly said. He said, if you want to make the fight, we can make it at 164 and a half or 165, but not 168. Huh?
At a catch weight?
Yeah, and it's there. You could see it yourself. He said, I don't fight at that weight. He said, but you can make that weight. You haven't fought in 2 years. You like 200 pounds. He said, right now I weigh 180 pounds, but I don't fight in that weight. Meaning, in the sense, he does not want to fight it. Now, let me tell you something. It's a different story when PBC offers you a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Now, you're going to be like, hold up. This is the cash cow. I'm not gonna see this money with Boo Boo, with Benavidez, or with nobody. Because let me tell you something, Benavidez might want to fight Charlo, but there is no way Benavidez gonna offer $50 million of Charlo. He don't work that. They offer it to Canelo because Canelo, we already seen $350 million that he signed before with the zone or something on that under that, you know, under that money range. But this is what I try to tell you. Right now, Charlo, this is why I don't take this fight serious. Because Charlo himself said it. I'm not a 168 pounder. I'm not a super middleweight. I'm a middleweight. I'm the middleweight champion of the he's the middleweight champion. So that's different. Now, if he says I'm gonna campaign at 168, like Canelo came out and said, that's my problem. Because you didn't want to fight with you didn't want to fight the WBC champion in Benavidez, but then he loses the belt on the scale, or was a snipping coke, or whatever the case may be. Now you want to jump on the WBC, and now you want to jump on fight. Now you want to jump.
Sniff coke, and he been
coke was the first time, and the second time was on the scale. He didn't make the weight, so he missed the weight. Okay, no problem. But now you want the WBC because now you know the WBC champion is not Benavidez. Now he wants to take on the #1 contender in Colin Smith, and they go fight for the belt, and he becomes the WBC champion. But what happened with Benavidez? Won the #1 contender. Since that time, he's been asking for a fight with Canelo. Right, Canelo's nowhere to be. He fought. Look, Canelo fought everybody else. He fought Avni Indrim, that bum that hasn't fought in 2 years, because that's a bum. That is a bum. That's a bum right there. And listen, it's hard for me to call somebody a bum. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to disrespect that man like that because he's a boxer and he put his life on the line. And as a boxer, it's hard. It's hard to call someone a bum like that. But he had no business being in the ring with Canelo. Okay? And Canelo fought the #1 contender because he had a choice. He told the WBC, you make him the #1 contender. And the WBC went and did what he said. So now he fights him, but then he doesn't fight the real monster of that division. So look, he's fought Caleb Plant, he's fought Avni Indrim, he's fought Colin Smith, he's fought that other guy too. What's his name? Another tall kid from over there. He's fought all the European fighters. He's fought them all, but no Benavidez, And then he moves up in weight. He fights a dinosaur in Sergey Kovalev.
Kovalev, yes,
and let's give him the props. Let's give him the props because he went up in weight. Let's give him the props. JP, don't be so harsh. Let's give him the props. He went up in weight. It don't matter how. If he was a dinosaur, whatever, he still went up in weight and he knocked out Kovalev. Good win. But he comes back down, and I think that's when he took on Caleb. And then from Caleb, he went after.
He went to Bivol.
He went back up. But like I told you, every time there's a Benavidez conversation, he either goes up or come back down and fight somebody, and then go up and then down. It's never the #1 contender. That's been my problem. That's been my problem with Canelo. And Canelo didn't only do that with Benavidez. He also did that to Boo Boo Andrade. All right? And so but Boo Boo deserved Boo Boo was the WBO champion.
All right, but he's going to get a chance now. So what's the problem?
But the problem is that you see, I understand what you mean. Like, he gonna fight Charlo, and then he gonna fight this guy, then he gonna fight Benavidez. What's the problem? There's rules and there's rankings for a reason.
Hey, you're right. But
you understand?
All right, but you saw the video I just sent y'all with Floyd Mayweather, what he said in that video?
I saw the video. I saw the video that he. Yeah, I saw the video. All right.
He does whatever he wants.
Yeah, but listen. To be honest with you, Floyd Mayweather, we can't. To be, and the numbers are there. The numbers don't lie. Floyd Mayweather, his record is he's impeccable. To be honest, his numbers that he was putting up was, to be honest with you, nobody's gonna break those numbers. It's gonna be real hard to find a boxer to break those numbers. And Mayweather might have been able to get away with certain things because I hate to say this, but to be honest with you, but the thing is, he was a villain. You understand? Right. Canelo Alvarez is not a villain. Canelo Alvarez is a Mexican.
Yes, you're right. But is 80% of the boxing community, I'm talking about the boxers, are they not copycatting or mimicking the blueprint that Floyd has laid out? That's the number one.
I agree, but I agree, but not everybody do the numbers because they can't do it.
I understand that.
I know what you mean. They try to mimic. Like, I'll give you an example. Mikey Garcia tried to do what Floyd did. He went on his own and tried to get his own fights, and this, that, and the third was doing good until he stepped in the ring with the wrong opponent and Earl Spence.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Can we say this, though? Can we say Canelo is doing the same thing Floyd's doing?
No, he's not.
No.
Floyd, we can't, we haven't seen nothing like Floyd ever. And that's the truth, not even Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson was under Don King Promotions. You got to understand, Floyd Mayweather is his own boss. He doesn't respond to nobody. He's probably, it's a different story. Now, this is why I told you Mayweather was able to get away with those things. But Canelo,
he paid his contract to do whatever he wanted to do.
Again, he paid his contract to Bob Arum. He bought himself out, and he did his own thing, and it went well for him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Mikey Garcia tried to do that, but it bit him in his ass because he stepped in the ring with a guy like Earl Spence, and he lost. So now you can't. Now you need a promotional company, because you ain't gonna keep spending money on yourself promoting your fights. You need a promotional company. That's why I try to tell you the same thing happened to Canelo. Canelo was doing this thing on his own, but he lost to Bivol. That Bivol loss, it didn't really hurt him that much because, to be honest with you,
that's what I was talking about. That could we say that he's doing the same thing Floyd's doing as far as laying out his own, own money to pay for his promotion and getting his own fights.
He tried to do it to an extent, but he was always working like with Eddie Hearns and things of that nature. So we can't really say that we haven't seen nobody like Floyd. That's the truth. And the truth is maybe Oscar De La Hoya. That's probably the only one that I could say that did, because he got his own promotional company and Golden Boy and things like that. But in all honesty, Mayweather was able to get away with things like that. Canelo still hasn't had that. He don't got. I don't see him doing real, like, big fights or having a promotional company to promote his own, things like that. I don't think he's into that right now. This is why I give Canelo credit. I think Canelo's really into his fighting. He wants to get better. That's why he's operating his hand. He want to, you know what I'm saying? He did all these things to get better, because I really think Canelo is a warrior inside his heart. Now, that's not debating it. My thing is, the problem I have is when they show it to you bluntly like that. Like, bro, there's no and no buts about it. You gotta fight the man that's the #1 contender. There is a reason why we got rankings in boxing. We got the #8 ranked fighter in the world. We got the #7 ranked fighter in the world. They are there for a reason. You understand? Benavidez took it to the #1 contender by fighting everybody they put in front of him. And even though people don't know them, but he beat the guy that was online to get, and he got to the #1 contender again to go for the belt. Where is my title shot? It's been 3 or 4 years, and that's where my problem goes in. This is why I say my problem goes in there. The WBC allows Canelo.
My problem is
Huh?
though that you don't give him no blame for that though.
I give who no blame?
Benavidez.
I give him no blame because anybody could lose the title on the scale.
Yeah, but
You
that's
see
just
this
a coach.
plenty of times. Listen, all right. If we want to be funny, if we want to be funny about it, then fine. Let's go. Let's be funny. No, but let's be funny about it. Listen, let's be funny about it. Didn't Canelo got caught with clenbuterol or whatever?
Nah, Coke is different, bro. Coke is
But listen to what I'm telling you.
argue that from food, though. You can argue that
But listen. Yeah, that's what they saying, that they comes from the food,
it could be
from the meat.
So you can argue
Listen. Do you know that Eddie Reynoso has a butcher farm, like a place to butcher, like they do their own meat, right?
on food,
You know, yeah, they do not that they do their own meat, but they are like a farm and shit like that they produce meat. So they're saying that it came from a contaminated meat that had that. Bro, you the one feeding your fighter.
all right. Well, I'm trying to tell you can argue that.
But how he's supposed to test the meat?
Well, you're not gonna give the meat that you know is contaminated to the fighter that's fighting.
How does he know it's contaminated?
I ain't no contaminated.
Bro, you got a butcher farm, bro. You know what you're doing.
Man, the man's a boxing trainer.
And not only that, listen, not only that, forget about all that. But forget about all that. You are, at that time, Canelo was the face of boxing like OD. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. After he beat Triple G and Cotto and all that, he became the number one. He's a cash cow, you know? And then he comes out dirty with it. But everybody forgot about that. Because it's Canelo. Again, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people don't bring that up no more. Listen, a lot of people don't, and it's fine.
I understand, but you don't get, he had 2 chances, though. He was WBC one time, he did the drug thing, then he messed away. All right, but they gave him 2 chances. So why you think?
But no, they didn't give him 2 chances. But Duty, they didn't give him. He won the title 2 times. He won the 2 times, yeah. And the second time that he lost he lost it, that he didn't make the weight. And not only him, that year a lot of other fighters have missed weight the same way because there wasn't the facilities where they were going. They will mask you up and they were being too protected so they won't get sick. So they couldn't train or drop the weight off the way, you know, they were able to. And but there's no excuses. You got to make the weight. That's the truth. There's no excuses. You got to make the weight. My problem, look, my problem is this, right? My problem is this. My biggest problem, I might have took it out a little bit too much on Canelo. I'm not going to lie. But also, the WBC, okay, Mauricio Suleiman, that man is really biased. And this program, to be honest with you, you know, even though he did a great thing with AJ, and I thank you, Mauricio Suleiman, you know, I'm not gonna, I can't even, you know what I'm saying, thank him much for it. But we talking boxing right now. You were supposed to already have been stripped Canelo because you was quick to do it to Lomachenko where he didn't took out the number 1 contender in Devin Haney, where he didn't fight Devin Haney, which you could have said, you know what? He's taking on another champion. Let him defend that title. Here, Benavidez, let's you know, work out an agreement, pay him off, because they could do that. They could have paid Devin Haney so he could wait, you know, but they didn't do that. What they did was they stripped Lomachenko for the WBC, and then that's how Devin Haney became the email champion. Now, my question is, why didn't Mauricio Suleiman do that to Canelo? And the answer is simple. They are biased towards their fighters. Mexico is really biased when it comes to that. The WBC, we all know it comes from Mexico. And every Mexican they got, I love Mexicans. Listen, I love Mexico. I love Mexico. I'm not, believe me, I got my favorite, my all-time great fighter is Julio Cesar Chavez. But to be honest with you, it's not right what they doing. And it's only, I guarantee you, it would have been another fighter. They would have stripped him. But it's Canelo, and they don't do it, and that's not right. And that's where my main thing goes. That's where my main argument goes, and that is not right for boxing. For the casual fans that don't understand that, I'm sorry. Go do your research and understand what I'm trying to say. But that's not right. And anybody that know boxing will not agree with that.
All right. And a lot of people don't agree that Mayweather fought McGregor. And they still put it 50-0.
Yeah, but you're talking about a non-title fight. That was not a title fight.
They still put it on his record for the MMA.
Yeah, but you see, again, Mayweather could do that. We gotta understand, it's a different story. Mayweather could do things like that because guess what? It's Mayweather Promotions.
Is it boxing though?
No, but you talk about apples and oranges.
I'm saying, is it boxing?
Listen, it's boxing, but there's no titles in the way or nothing. This fight was just for bragging rights. Again, this is the same way like Ryan and Tank. That was the same thing with Ryan and Tank. You got the YouTuber versus the real professional boxer. That's what they were putting. Even though I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think Ryan Garcia is a real fighter. He just, he should have never signed a contract to fight dehydrated. But it is what it is. Mayweather could do that because Mayweather is the one that generate the money. And a fight with a guy like McGregor at that time is a million. It's millions. They're gonna make millions. You understand? But that's my main thing, fellas. And anybody that cannot understand that, either they don't comprehend it, or they don't understand boxing. And I know you know better than that. And I know you know better too, Angel. That's why I be going at it with you. Because what I'm saying is spitting facts. And I will challenge any top ankler or whatever you want to call him, analyst, anybody from Max Kellerman to Stephen A. Smith, anybody out there. I will challenge you in a conversation of this magnitude.
Jay throwing bombs.
I had a nuclear bomb. I had to throw it today, but it's the truth.
All right, real quick.
Angel, think about it. Angel, let me ask you a question. And think about this clearly. Right now, we're talking clear as day. Lomachenko, why did he get stripped? Why did Lomachenko get stripped? They said it was because he didn't fight Devin Haney, right? But listen, he took on Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, he went after Teofimo and he stripped him.
Right? He took on Teofimo, bro. Teofimo he was doing his thing. At that time, that fight might have made more sense than fighting Devin Haney. He was gonna make a lot more money. But then you stripped Lomachenko for the WBC, and then you got Benavidez, who's been the #1 contender for like 3 years, and Canelo keeps fighting a John Ryder, or he fights this guy, and they don't strip him. Now you tell me if that's fair.
No, it's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
That's my main, listen, that is my main thing, right? That's all I'm saying. You know, I never said this. I never will say this about Canelo. That's Canelo scared, and Canelo's, no, I always say this. Canelo's not scared of nobody. Canelo will fight a heavyweight. I said it like that before because I seen them spar guys. I seen them spar heavyweights. And if he's sparring heavyweights, it's because he's getting prepared for a big fight or big guy like Bivol or something like that. But fellas, the truth is right in front of our faces. We are the voice of boxing. We need to stop. We need to put our voice out there. And when it's corrupt, call it the way it is. And when it's right, we call it the way it is.
All right, but these things be happening since a long time ago, though. It's just not happening now.
What Jay is talking about, it's been going on for a while, Duty. But what Jay is talking about, he wants a voice to be heard as far as you know, having boxing being done the right way instead of, you know, being biased or corrupt. You know, he wants it to be straight down the line, but
how long
it's
you
going to
said
be
it's been?
impossible. That's going to be a hard task to do because
Listen, it's not hard. Listen, it's not hard because again, I keep telling you, we put our voice out there. What you think that self fights? What self fights is when we call them. We be like, nah, you know, the fight that I want to see is Canelo versus Benavidez. You know, if they keep saying it's gonna happen.
It gotta be a lot of people.
There's got to be a lot of people.
Again, when you speak with the truth, it's inevitable. No matter however you want to bring it, you always gonna win because you coming with the truth. But what I was gonna tell you right now, see, since when this started happening?
What are you talking about?
What?
That fighters don't fight the number one contender. Tell me when.
I could be wrong, but I want to say
A while ago.
It's been a while.
How long?
I want to say just a little before Mayweather, just a little bit before Mayweather. But then when Mayweather got his hands on it, that's when it took off.
Yeah, but Mayweather didn't fight everybody that was number one.
I agree. Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Since the Mayweather era started, I could agree that happened. But listen, come out.
What's that man named? Sugar Robinson?
Margarito's the perfect example. Margarito was in line to fight Mayweather.
That dude, Sugar Robinson. So what's his name?
Sugar Ray Robinson?
Sugar Ray Leonard?
No, Sugar Ray Robinson he's talking about.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
He couldn't get fights. He had to go to Mexico to fight.
Yeah, no, but listen.
Boxing ain't always been fair, though.
No, but listen to what I'm telling you. It's different when you don't want to fight the champion. When the number one contender doesn't want to fight the champion, that's different.
What's his man name? Hagler. That's why Hagler went to Europe to fight. He said that boxing was racist and there was bias.
It's been going on for a long time. So
but listen.
Let's just picture from back then. Try to put a voice out there. You know what I mean?
Fellas. Don't get it twisted. Back then, if you didn't fight them, they take you out of there and they giving the number two contender to fight. It was not like that. Boxing started being like. Matter of fact, you know what was the first fight that broke records in the lower weight classes?
You got me on that one.
It's an easy fight, bro. It's one of the greatest fights ever. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns.
Okay. All right.
That was the fight that broke records. That I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was over something in the middle of $30 million or something like that. So listen, this is what I tell you. Once those fights started happening, that those little guys started making the money. That's why you started seeing Hagler versus Hearns and you know, Ray Leonard versus Hagler, and because they said, well, you know what, we not heavyweights no more, and we making that type of money. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is those guys back then, they used to fight the number one contender. Chavez did not duck one number one contender, not one. Roberto Duran, not one. You see, this is what I try to tell you. We could do this. I'm not saying that we're gonna do it, but I said we could, and we need to spit facts. Because the thing is, most of these, I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna take a shot at anybody, whoever won it. I don't care what podcast is out there. Most of the dudes that watch, that are boxing fans right now, and they got their little podcast going right now, most of those dudes, they learn as a casual fan, and they still got them tendencies. That's why they running with everything they tell them. Me, I didn't learn on the job. I didn't learn this here. I learned this back then. So again, I don't got those. I'm not running with whatever they tell me. I know how boxing, how it happens, how things happen in negotiations and things like that. I've seen, other fighters expose others. I had opportunity to sit down with boxers and speak about certain things. I remember when I was I had my little amateur run my manager was telling me, you need to go pro. You need to go pro. And I'm like, yo, but I want to try my Pan American. Like, I want to do tournaments. I want to do bigger tournaments. He was saying, nah, you ready? No. And I sat down, bro, with, I thank God, Lamar Thornton. He was my trainer. He sat me down and said, look, champ, you keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna be good, but don't listen to that. And he encouraged me to, that's why I learned a lot about boxing, because of what he was telling me. He told me, yo, listen, learn. Don't get it. You good enough. Don't do what this guy's telling you. Even though I should have, because if I would have done it, I would have became pro, and maybe I would have took it a lot serious. But I went with my heart, and I didn't let nobody, hook me, fish me. Like, they threw a bait and I bit on it, and now I'm messed up. You understand? I didn't let nobody do that. But again, most of these dudes out here, they got old school tendencies. And let me tell you something. The guys that do know about boxing, that got those old school tendencies, that know boxing, I love having conversations with them. Why? Because they hit where it hurts. And then there's no coming back, because it's with facts. And that's why I tell people, I sound like a broken record with you. I tell y'all, yo, do the research. Do the research, because if you could kill nobody can hold you down, because the truth, you can't go against the truth. You know what I'm saying? How can you go against the truth?
The truth is the truth.
Yeah, truth is the truth.
But action is action.
Boxing never been fair, though. Boxing never been fair.
Truth is the truth, but action is action.
To an extent.
Championship fight for $30,000.
Yeah, they ain't trying. Yo, these boxes coming out right now.
Boxing never always been fair.
They just looking for a quick payday, man, because these, they got bills. They trying to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these
you're right. You're absolutely right, and I agree with that. That's matter of fact. I can tell you one thing: most of the boxers right now are being pampered. They don't go through the shit they don't go through the hardship that they used to go before. You understand? Like Chavez. Look at Chavez. Yo, look at Chavez. Do you know that Chavez got an opportunity by Jose Suleiman? You know that to fight Asavache Martinez, he was not even ranked I think he was ranked number 10 or something like that. Or I'm not even sure. I think he was ranked number 16 or he was ranked all the way up there. And the fight Asavache Martinez was supposed to fight, I think was the number 1 contender, and the guy got hurt. And they gave Chavez the opportunity. But you know why they did that?
Wow.
Because of the record that he had. He was undefeated. Chavez still wasn't known like a known Mexican warrior and things like that. That was his first fight, and he beat the champion. You see? Those are opportunities that don't happen. That's why I tell you, it don't happen. You
this dude with the Bronx. That boy was the pay to afford that kid. He was number 22 in the ranking.
You talking about
Josué Vargas?
The fruitcake. Yeah.
Joseph J. Yeah.
What's that? He didn't fight his number 1. He was Josué Vargas. Josué Vargas was ranked number 22, and he knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah. But who's a promoter?
I'm saying though, but you see what I mean?
All right.
You see?
What do we see as far as Canelo and Charlo? What do we see? How this fight goes September 16th? Tutti.
Canelo knockout in the
knockout. Really?
Yes. Hell yeah.
You think so?
Bro, he's moving up in weight. Canelo's still at 175. This Canelo's way stronger than Charlo.
Okay. Same thing with you, JP? Knockout?
Yeah, hell yeah. Bro, listen, Canelo's going to stop Charlo, and Charlo's going to say, I'm going to go back to 160. He called me at the weight that I'm not. That's the excuses that he's going to put in. I can see it already.
I see it going a distance. I see it going a
Not
distance.
me. Hell no. Not at 168. Yeah. Maybe if it's a catch weight, but not at 168. Hell no.
I see it going a distance.
No.
They doing it at a catch weight?
No.
They want to
I
see
wish
it, right?
it's a catch weight. I wish it's a catch weight. But if it's a catch weight.
If it was catch weight, it was different.
I mean, I see it going to distance because I don't see the same Canelo.
I don't know, bro.
Angel, don't sleep. Listen, don't sleep on one thing. Listen, don't sleep on.
Wrong. No, I could be wrong, but I see.
No, I'm just telling you to not to sleep on one thing. I'm not saying that you are, but I'm saying don't sleep on one thing, right? That performance with Ryder, he was out for almost a year, or maybe he was out for a year. You understand?
Was it a year? Or was it like 8 months?
Bro, he had that surgery in the hand. You remember before that?
Yeah. You're right.
So,
all right, so
but that's why I tell you.
Y'all both see a knockout? I see it.
Yeah, I see a knockout. I see he's gonna overwhelm him. Charlo's not gonna know what to do in there when he start putting that heat in the body. It's gone. He's gone.
All right, we'll see. Let's go to the next. Let's go to our next, our last scene over here. We're gonna finally talk about it. We just 5 weeks away, or 5 weeks out, folks. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's talk about this fight. This fight is heating up. Actually, there was some statements made by Errol Spence. He says that he feels that he's the underdog in this fight, and Terrence Crawford feels that Crawford claims that I'm sorry, not Crawford, but there's other analysts that are saying that they're concerned that if the fight goes to distance, Crawford's gonna lose. So your thoughts, fellas? Yeah, we got some analysts. Timothy Bradley said that. Shout out to Timothy Bradley. He said that he's concerned that if the fight goes to distance in Vegas, Crawford's gonna lose.
That's not true.
That don't even make sense because if he's the favorite in Vegas, how he's gonna lose in Vegas?
He is the favorite.
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense. I don't know.
That's what he said. He's concerned about Crawford not winning if it goes to distance.
Oh, I can tell you that.
And then Errol Spence is talking about that.
How can he say that when he got a gift by Pacquiao in Vegas? How can he say out of everybody he gonna say that? Come on, Tim. You got a gift that first fight. You got a gift with Pacquiao, and you gonna say that? That's why you can't listen. I respect Timothy Bradley. I love Timothy Bradley. First of all, I love Timothy Bradley. Listen, I love Timothy. Timothy Bradley. I can't. Your accolades speaks for itself. You fought everybody from Devon Alexander to Provodnikov. You fought everybody, bro. This dude fought Kendall Holt. He fought a lot of dudes. But man, come on. When you say things like that, it's like how you got the win with Pacquiao then? Because you sat there and said, I was criticized. My kids used to go to school and they used to be like, your father's a fraud, this, that, and the third. But you sitting out here and now you putting that narrative out there that if the fight goes to the cards that Crawford could lose, if he puts on a dominant performance, there is no way I see Crawford losing because he is the favorite. He is the favorite. Now,
that fight is close,
that got nothing to do with the other, but that gives a lot of...
Hold on, Jay. If that fight is another Lomachenko and Devin Haney outcome, who wins that fight?
Spence.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's saying? Tim?
Maybe, yeah. I could agree with that. If it's a close fight, I think Spence will win, but there's an immediate rematch. And to be honest with you, he probably could win it if it's a close fight, but it could also be Terrence. Because remember, Terrence just did a contract with PVC. They're not gonna want to get this kid in the bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna want to put some judges out there like some corny judges. They're gonna put some good judges there, and I believe this fight is gonna be fair.
I got two
Fair
questions.
and square.
In regards to Spence, he made a point. Well, first, he made a statement saying that he feels that he's the underdog in this fight, right? Secondly, he exposed the sanction bodies in regards to percentages. Where's that percentage of that money being made in the fight? Where is it going? We haven't touched on that. I would like to talk about that because where does it go? Jay, go ahead.
Angel, these are the things that's gonna fix the boxing world. The things we're talking about. This here is a perfect example. Matter of fact, he's on the hot seat right now.
Because of that.
It's absolutely. He's on the hot seat right now because you see no fighters talk about that. Nobody, you never heard no fighter come out and say, yo, what you do with the money that we pay? It's a 3% that we give you. That means for every $100 I make, like if it's $100 I'm making, I gotta give you 3% of that $100. You understand what I'm saying? So he's in the hot seat right now, Earl, for opening his mouth, for being the truth, for speaking truth. So that's a great.
That's a bomb.
It's the truth. That's a bomb.
It goes to the judges.
Yeah.
It goes to who? It goes to who? Tudi?
To the judges.
Oh.
You're right.
Another bomb.
That's right. That you see, this is oh my God, this is what I love talking about things like this. This is what help our sport, bro. This talking this, and matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
So let's address the first part I said, that he feels that he's the underdog in this fight, and let's address.
He is the underdog. He is the underdog. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him being the underdog because the truth of the matter is that I think Terrence Crawford is gifted as far as his skills. He's a gifted fighter that you can't go against that. Like you see him and it's like something that you've never seen before, because what fighter, think about it, what fighter can switch from orthodox to southpaw and be as dominant? That's you don't see things like that in boxing. So I do give him that.
Who hits harder?
I think
who hits harder?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say Earl, because Earl he got thumping power. He break bones. That right there, when you fight, look, Mikey Garcia said that kind of ended my career because the punches that he hit me with, my body, I recovered with other people like in a week. With him, I didn't recover for months. He breaks you down. You think there's a reason why Ugas is still out, bro?
He's coming back too, Ugas. He's got a fight coming up.
I know, but after that whooping, how long ago was that? Like a year or two?
Yeah, something like that.
It's thumping power. He got thumping. His punches don't look hard, but yo, bro, when they hit, they break your bones. It's like Chavez and Meldrick Taylor. You remember that fight with Chavez and Meldrick Taylor? That Chavez was landing like 2 blows and they didn't look effective, but he was breaking them inside. That nigga, yo, he made him go to the hospital, piss blood. He broke his jaw. I think it was his jaw, his nose, or his face was broken. His whole face. And that's the same. That's what happened with Earl. Now, I can say one thing. Terrence got good punching power too. That's one thing I can tell you. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you the difference. Earl mules you in there, right? Earl throws too much power. He throws up, down, left, right. He hits you everywhere. Terrence, in the other hand, he got the sharper punches. You know, he got the sharper punches. Like Earl hit you right here. You know what I'm saying? Earl hit you here. But when Terrence Crawford put his eye on the punch and he says, I want to land it on the chin, it's gonna land right there.
Let's
and that's what I think the difference.
We got a comment that just came in. Joseph N. He says Munguia
Yeah.
and Berlanga, let's get it. Puerto Rico versus Mexico is a classic rivalry.
Let's get it.
Yes, I agree. But
Munguia gonna
he
kill that
doesn't
nigga.
want Munguia. Let's just stop that. He doesn't want Munguia. Munguia is gonna
Munguia gonna hurt that
no.
boy.
And I like Berlanga. Don't get me wrong. I like Berlanga, but he's not ready for Munguia. Let's take on a Triple G. And let's see. And let's remember Triple G is on his way out. He's out already. I don't even know if he's did he retired or what. But let's take on somebody besides Munguia. He says I'm watching the Fulton versus Inu. Well, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Stephen Fulton versus Inu. Bud and Spence
Yes, sir.
stale fight. I don't get that. Bud and Spence is a stale fight. I don't know what he means by that. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that, Joseph. But yeah, going back to Spence and Crawford, so you saying that Errol Spence hits harder than Crawford? I don't know. I don't think so.
Earl's. Listen, Earl's the natural bigger fighter. His punches are thumping. They thumping punches. And the thing with it is also that I think he throw more than Terrence. You know, he throws a lot more because he works more. Terrence.
Crawford is sharper. Crawford is sharper.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Crawford is a problem.
Crawford is when he put the eye, he throw the bullseye.
Yeah.
You know, when he put his eye on,
his accuracy.
He's accurate, yeah. Like Terrence, like Earl hit you in the shoulders, he breaks your body down. He breaks you down. You know, he just breaks you down. But Terrence, his punching, like when he put his eye, if I want to hit you in your body, I'm gonna hit you right in where I'm looking at. I'm gonna hit you in your rib cage. I'm gonna hit you right in the chin. You know, that he's very, very sharp. And he where he put his eye is where he's gonna hit.
Yeah, but he didn't break down Danny Garcia.
Who?
He didn't break out Danny Garcia. Spence.
Ask Danny what Danny was saying. The thing is, you know, Danny could take it. Danny showed it. Danny's fought pretty good competition, and he said that,
Have
you know,
seen Crawford body his last fight? When he had a fight with that what was that promotes that TV station? We ain't hear about them no more. What was that TV that he got good money from it? It was new.
You talking about where Zab Judah was promoted?
Yeah.
Oh, that's I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Joseph is saying Spence and Bud should have fought in 2018. The fight is over marinated, in my opinion.
No.
I want to say that I could understand him. I could tell that Joseph. Shout out to Joseph, man, for you spending time with us and talking to us. Yeah, come and subscribe. You know, hit that like button, bro, and come chill with us. You know, we do it.
Notification
Absolutely,
bell,
come and chill with us. You know, we like to interact with the people doing the comments and all that. But I know Joseph has been frustrated since 2018 because he's been waiting for that fight, and it's similar to what happened with Pacquiao and Mayweather. You know, we wanted to see it.
I still think that this fight
but let me tell you, Joseph, don't sleep.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jay. I still think this fight is still at its prime.
And it's because, you know why? Because they both undefeated and they haven't lost to nobody.
Nope.
And that's why I was going to tell him, Joseph, don't fall asleep on this fight because they're both undefeated and they both hungry. And you're going to see they want to beat each other. That's why I want to see the fight, because they want to beat each other.
There's no
competitiveness.
Don't be hydration close.
The competitiveness. Exactly. Tutti, you said it best. Say it again, bro. Say it again.
It's raw. It's raw and uncut.
That's it.
It's raw, uncut. There's no rehydration clause. There's none of that. I want to win, and you want to beat me. Let's see who's the best come July 29th. Don't sleep on it.
Let's get it. Now, going back to that statement you had made in the first scene, Jay. when we was talking about anyway, I'll just get into it. Keyshawn Davis and Kid Austin. There's a lot of back talk with they going at it. I like Kid Austin, man, because he reminds me of Tank. He's very calm and collective, and he's just like letting Keyshawn Davis just talk his talk. But I think this is going to be a good fight. What do you
Absolutely.
see? What do you see in this?
I agree. I agree 1,000% with you, brother. I feel like these young kids, they're coming up. They want to prove themselves fast. Yeah. I don't want them to do. I don't want to diss Fernando Vargas because he's one of my favorite fighters. Fernando Vargas.
Yes, his kids. You're talking about his kids, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and to be honest with you, the father, senior, remember back in the day when they say, man, they messed up his career because they put him in there with a lion. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, that's a true statement. But I still think that Feroz was a beast, and he was young, and he did all his accolades. If you look at all the fights that Feroz had, he had it when he was young. He beat Yori Boy Campas. He beat Marquez, Raul Marquez to unify. Bro, he did a lot of good things, man. And to be honest with you, that's what these kids are showing me. They're showing me that they want to be great, and they young. And Keyshawn Johnson, man, Keyshawn Davis. He's gonna be Yeah, he wants. Yeah, I know. I always keep doing that. But Keyshawn Davis, he shows that he's hungry. He's training with one of the best fighters in the world. He's only gonna get better. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Kid Austin is another one. He's gifted. This kid is gifted. That kid is like almost 6 feet, bro. That kid is big. He's a big dude for 135. So these kids, they want to be great, man. And I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's just packed. 135 is packed, man. Like another guy that's coming next and he's gonna fight soon is Frank Martin. Frank Martin is a monster, bro.
Yeah. Well, folks, we're almost at the end of our show. We want to talk. You want to squeeze in Devin Haney and what he's doing next? I know Bill Haney is chasing Prograis because he saw Prograis' performance. So you think he's taking an opportunity and chasing that WBC belt or what?
Yeah, I think he wants to probably move up in weight. But to be honest with you, and I'm gonna keep it a buck here in this show, and I'm gonna say this today. I think he should, if he could still make 135, if he could still make it, don't duck and dodge. Do not duck and dodge the number one contender in Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a WBC number one contender. They took out Shakur Stevenson and they replaced him with Lomachenko because of the fight he put up with Devin Haney.
And the letters
now,
behind
it. Yeah. So the WBC put him the number one contender, fight the number one contender at 135, prove to everybody that you are a true champion, and then you move up to 134 to 140 and you do what you got to do. Until then, you still got some business down at 135. If you can still make the weight.
I'm proud that you said that, Jay. I'm proud that you said that. You said that pretty well.
It's the truth.
No, before you were saying, but we don't know if he can make the weight. We don't know if he can make the weight.
No. If he can't, listen, that's what I'm saying. If he can make the weight, make the weight, you got unfinished business at 135.
I mean, you know what, Jay? Let's go, Jay.
It's the truth. I told you, Angel, what I told you. The only fight that I want to see at 135, right? I don't even want to see Tank versus Devin yet until I don't see a rematch with Lomachenko. I said that to you.
So is Tank out or what? He's still in, right? He's still in?
Who?
Tank is still in, right?
Yeah, Tank is still in the 135 division.
No. He's still in prison.
Yeah. He's got to do 3 months.
I heard that with good behavior, they were going to let him out. So I just wanted to know.
He could let him out a little earlier, but
yeah,
he's going to fight in the fall. He's going to fight in the fall, and he might fight.
How? If he's just coming home.
That's what they said. That's what the trainer said, that he might fight in the fall.
After prison, he's going to go work out real,
He's working out now.
Exactly. It all depends how you come out. If you come out fat, then okay, maybe they'll push it to the end of the year, like in December, in the winter. But
Tyson, you remember Tyson when he came out of jail? Yeah. You had a fight? Got the kufi on
he
and all
fought
that?
Peter McNeely. Yeah. He fought Peter McNeely immediately.
All right, folks, let's close this out. Jay, what are your final words? I know we got Spence on the folks. We got Spence on the Spence and Bud Crawford on the 29th. That'll take place. We're only 5 weeks out. Get locked and
Angel,
loaded. That's gonna be upon us real quick. What's up, Jay?
Any upcoming fights, Angel, for next week?
Right. Well, I think like Joseph said, I think that's the Stephen Fulton and the Inu fight. I think it's coming up, but I don't know when though.
But I think the fight falls on a Thursday, or it's from the week. It's on a Thursday.
That fight?
Yeah, it's on a Thursday.
I'll look it up. But right now, boxing is a little quiet. Berlanga was the last fight, so I don't know who's fighting after. Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Wait.
No. Cambosis is returning. Cambosis is returning. If I'm not mistaken.
Who is he fighting?
He's fighting one of the contenders that's in Hughes.
Maxie Hughes. Okay.
Yeah, Maxie Hughes.
And when is that taking place?
I don't know if it's this week. I think it might be this weekend.
July 22nd.
Yeah, it's a little quiet.
Oh no, so that's far from them.
They're not coming up right now.
It's for a belt, IBO.
Yeah. I mean, there's fights on, but his guys that are coming up. So, as far as good fight.
Frank Martin is fighting also soon. We got to figure that out.
Ennis is fighting? Who Ennis is fighting, Dudi?
Ennis, yeah. Oh, Ennis, July 8th. He's going to fight Roman Villa, the kid that beat Ellis. Remember?
Who?
You remember that kid, Rashidi Ellis?
Yo, Rashidi Ellis. Yes. I know who he is.
Yeah, remember that kid Villa? He was from Venezuela. That me and you was watching the fight here, and he beat him?
Yes.
Yo.
He's fighting him July 8th.
Yo.
Really?
Yo, that fight is in Atlantic City.
Oh,
let's go.
What day is that?
Let's go.
July 8th.
July 8th. I'm out. I got my 2 cameras. I'm taking. Yo, we out. We going.
All right, we'll
it's
set
at the
it
Bogota Hotel Casino in Atlantic City.
Bogota?
Oh, man, what? I'm going to tell my wife right now. Let's book it.
Oh, man. All right, that's our show, folks. Any last
one more.
What's the other fight you got?
No. Y'all seen the episode with Gerard Anderson? The big boy.
Gerard.
Yeah, he's fighting. He's gonna.
The heavyweight.
Yeah, he's fighting.
The heavyweight.
Yeah, but you saw that wasn't he going through a little depression right now?
Yeah, he said that he hate boxing and all that.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
That's the dude that used to come out with the cane.
True.
Yeah, I feel bad for him though. I ain't gonna lie though.
That he's coming out like
true.
That's the one that came out like a pimp on his first fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. It's too much pressure for him right now. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him training. I think I saw him training with Roy Jones.
I feel bad for him. I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad.
He's
only 23
the future.
years old.
He's the future of the heavyweight. To be honest with you, he's the future of the heavyweight division.
Anthony Joshua's also fighting. He's fighting. What's that guy's name? Oh man, they're working on a deal right now. Anthony Joshua.
For Deontay Wilder?
Not Deontay Wilder. This guy. What's his name?
Charles Martin.
Not Charles Martin.
Oh, you're talking about that kid that he already beat.
Larry Anderson's fighting Charles Martin.
No, I'm talking about Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua is talking to fight that kid that he beat already. That he's white, something like that.
Yes, there you go. White, something white.
Yeah,
the
white. The white or something like that.
Yeah,
Dwayne.
I mean, they got a couple of fights, but not exciting fights. July 29th. That's what we want to see. We want to see the big fight. Everything else.
I want to see what Ryan's gonna do.
Yeah, Ryan right now.
I want to see if Ryan's gonna fight Rolly. That's the fight I want to see in September.
I hope so, man. And Ryan, man, I hit you up, man. We need that. We need that interview, man.
Yeah, man.
Hit me back. Also,
Yo, y'all going to that fight?
What's that?
July 8th. Y'all going?
Oh, I'm going. I'm going.
You gonna go from Florida?
Huh?
You gonna go?
Nah, I'm trying to see.
Like, damn, for a fight,
I'm going, bro. I'm going.
Yeah.
Close right now. Too close.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't go. You know why? Was it because my daughter's coming this week and she'll still be for a month. So I can't go.
Any last words, Duty?
I'm sempre lindo. I just appreciate this fight July 29th. There's no hydration clause. There's no catch weight. It's straight make weight 147, and we're gonna fight. Best is the best at 147. That's it.
JP?
I listen, I couldn't agree better with my brother right there. What he said was the truth. This is the truth right here.
Virgil and
oh yeah, Styonnes. Yep, that's true. Virgil versus Styonnes. That's gonna be a banger. Yo, that's a Virgil Ortiz, I think.
Yeah.
Virgil Ortiz?
He fights under the Oscar de la Hoya umbrella, Golden Boy.
Something like that. Stantonius, something like that.
Yeah.
Stantonius, yeah, that's gonna be a banger. They're gonna fight, bro.
When they fight?
I think it's this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now July 8th is the same fight as Jerome.
Yeah, everything is in July.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the same night.
Yeah, everything is in July because we're already ending June. Yeah, it's got to be in July because July 1st is Friday. So everything is in July right now. All right, folks, don't forget to smash that like button.
Shout out to Joseph, man. Joseph.
Shout out to Joseph.
Thanks for coming out and chilling with us.
By. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Follow. Share. All that good stuff. Also, we have a Cash App. If you guys want to donate to the channel at Underdog Sports TV, one word. You can see the word is scrolling by on the tab. We more than gladly appreciate you. It's going straight to the channel for better equipment. You know, we appreciate it on behalf of Underdog Sports TV. Keep God first.
We got gloves. Also, remember we got gloves to give.
Hold on a second. Yeah, we're giving away these R6. We're giving away these R6 rival gloves for our 500th subscriber. So if you hit the 500 subscriber, I go back, check it out. Whoever it is, I get your info, and we send you these R6 rival gloves. Okay? So with that being said, folks.
Yo, Angel, before you hang up, listen, take those with you.
What's that?
July 8th, when we go to the fight, we probably could get them signed by Ennis. And we give it to them.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is I told you I gotta connect.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my guy to give me some more gloves because I want to get some more gloves. I gotta speak to him, and yeah, maybe we could take it, take it to get it signed.
Get it signed and give it to one of the friends.
Definitely. Same to you, Joseph, man. Salute to you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Keep God
Thanks,
first
Joseph.
and everything, and keep God first and everything else will follow. Peace.